Ever wondered how life would look if sensors became the new internet? Let's dive into this fascinating concept. Picture this: a world where everything from your coffee maker to your car is interconnected, not just to your smartphone, but to each other. This isn't a scene from a science fiction movie, but a glimpse into the future, thanks to the Internet of Things, or IoT. IoT is about connecting devices over the internet, letting them talk to us, applications, and each other. The real magic happens when these devices, equipped with sensors, start to communicate and work together. Sensors are the eyes and ears of these devices, collecting data that can be analyzed and acted upon. These sensors, in essence, would become the new internet, a network not of computers, but of objects. Imagine a world where your fridge communicates with your grocery store or your car with the traffic lights. The possibilities are endless. But how exactly does this work? Let's simplify it. Think of sensors as tiny detectives, always on the lookout, collecting evidence about their surroundings. They could be monitoring temperature, pressure, light, motion, or any other physical phenomenon. Just like a detective collects clues to solve a mystery, these sensors collect data to help us understand our environment better. Once our little detectives have gathered their evidence, it's time to share their findings. But how? Well, here's where the internet steps in. Picture the internet as a vast, super speedy highway. Our sensors hop on this highway and zoom off, carrying their precious data to its destination. And where is this destination, you ask? It's a place we'll call Decision Central. This could be your smartphone, a computer server, or even a complex AI system. Here, the data is analyzed and put to use. Let's imagine you've got a smart thermostat at home. It's a chilly morning, and the sensor in your thermostat detects that the temperature has dropped. It zips this information over the internet highway to your smartphone. Your phone, acting as Decision Central, processes this data and decides it's time to crank up the heat. And voila, your home is warm and toasty when you wake up. Or consider a more complex scenario. A network of sensors in a factory can monitor various parameters like temperature, pressure, and humidity. If a sensor detects an anomaly, it sends this data over the internet to an AI system. The AI, using this data, can predict a possible equipment failure and take preventive measures. This could save millions in potential losses. So you see, sensors are the eyes and ears of our digital world, constantly collecting data. The internet is their super-fast transport, and Decision Central is where this data comes to life, influencing decisions and actions. So, sensors are like our five senses, collecting information and sending it over the internet to make our lives easier. We've come a long way in sensor technology, but what's next? Imagine a world where sensors are so advanced, so tiny, and so ubiquitous that they blend seamlessly into our daily lives. That's where we're headed. From the rudimentary analog sensors of the past, we've made a quantum leap to today's world filled with digital sensors. In the early days, sensors were simple devices. They could detect changes in their environment, like temperature or pressure, and convert these changes into electrical signals. But these sensors were limited. They could only monitor one variable at a time, and they couldn't communicate their data without human intervention. Then came the digital revolution. Sensors became smarter. They started to convert real-world conditions into digital data that computers could understand. We've seen this evolution in our everyday lives. Our smartphones, for instance, are packed with sensors. They can detect motion, orientation, light, proximity, and even our heart rate. In recent years, we've witnessed another leap in sensor technology: the advent of the Internet of Things, or IoT. These are networks of connected devices that can communicate with each other and with us. They collect, share, and analyze data in real time. Our homes, cars, and cities are becoming smarter, more efficient, and more responsive, thanks to these IoT systems. But hold on, we're not stopping there. The future of sensor technology is even more exciting. Researchers are exploring sensors that can detect and analyze chemical and biological signals. These could revolutionize fields like healthcare, environmental monitoring, and food safety. Imagine a sensor that could detect diseases in their earliest stages or monitor air quality in real time. In addition, we're also moving towards energy-efficient, self-powered sensors. These devices could harvest energy from their surroundings, like light, heat, or motion, to power themselves. This could open up possibilities for sensors in remote or hard-to-reach locations. The future of sensor technology is bright, and we're just getting started. We're on the verge of a world where sensors are as common as grains of sand, constantly collecting data and providing insights that will make our lives better. So, buckle up for the ride, because the sensor revolution is just getting started. What does this mean for us and our future? In the realm of advanced sensor technology, there are exciting possibilities and profound implications. Let's delve into these. Firstly, efficiency improvements. Imagine a world where your fridge can order groceries when you're running low, or where your car can predict a mechanical failure before it happens. This is the power of sensor technology. It's about creating a world that's not just connected, but also intelligent. A world that can predict, respond, and adapt to our needs in real time. This isn't just about convenience, it's also about sustainability. With sensors, we can optimize energy use, reduce waste, and make our world more sustainable. For instance, smart grids can balance energy demand and supply, reducing the need for excess capacity. However, on the flip side, there are concerns, especially around privacy. As our world becomes more interconnected, the amount of data being generated and collected is staggering. This data can reveal intimate details about our lives, our habits, preferences, even our health. How this data is used or misused is a critical concern. Moreover, as sensors become ubiquitous, there is the potential for continuous surveillance. We're already seeing this with smart home devices that listen in on our conversations. We need to ask ourselves, are we comfortable with this level of intrusion? Then, there's the issue of cybersecurity. As our world becomes more connected, it also becomes more vulnerable. A breach in a sensor network could have serious implications, from data theft to physical harm. And finally, there's the question of digital divide. Advanced sensor technology is expensive. Will it be accessible to everyone? Or will it widen the gap between the haves and have-nots? These are some of the complex issues we need to grapple with as we usher in the era of advanced sensor technology. As with any technological advancement, the key is to strike a balance between convenience and privacy. So, are sensors the new internet? This is a question that's been buzzing around the tech world, and with good reason. As we stand on the brink of a new era in connectivity, the potential for sensors to revolutionize the internet as we know it is enormous. Imagine a world where everything communicates seamlessly. Your coffee maker knows when you wake up and starts brewing your favorite blend. Your car senses traffic congestion and reroutes you to the quickest path to work. Streetlights dim or brighten based on the amount of ambient light, conserving energy. This isn't some far-off science fiction scenario. It's the future that sensors are creating. The internet has long been a platform for connecting people. We share ideas, emotions, and experiences across vast distances. But the internet of the future could be less about connecting people and more about connecting things. This is where sensors come into play. They gather data from the environment, process it, and communicate it to other devices. In essence, they give the internet eyes, ears, and a sense of touch. The potential applications are mind-boggling. In healthcare, wearable sensors could monitor vital signs in real time, providing a wealth of data to doctors and potentially saving lives. In agriculture, sensors could track soil moisture and nutrient levels, optimizing crop yields and conserving resources. In city planning, sensors could monitor traffic flows, coordinating signals to reduce congestion and emissions. In essence, the internet of the future could be a vast, interconnected network of sensors, constantly gathering data, learning, and adapting. It could be an internet that doesn't just connect us, but understands us and the world around us, making our lives more efficient and convenient. Of course, with this new era of connectivity comes new challenges. Privacy, security, data management. These are all issues that will need to be addressed. But if we can navigate these challenges, the potential benefits are staggering. So, to return to our original question, are sensors the new internet? Well, they just might be. The internet of the future may be less about connecting people and more about connecting things, thanks to the power of sensors.